What's your favorite way to make someone else happy? Sincerely compliment them on something they've recently done, whether it's sticking to a gym regimen, quitting smoking, helping someone me out with a problem, making me laugh, or even making me feel better by laughing at my jokes. Good deeds go unnoticed far too often, so I try to show people they are appreciated. Most guys especially don't get, or give, compliments. It is too bad because even something as simple and shallow as "Hey man, I really like your shirt" can make someone who is having a crappy day feel so much better. So as a general rule I try to give both guys and girls compliments if I genuinely notice something and it wouldn't be creepy to point it out. Include them in whatever I am doing. I was once excluded and not a very popular guy and know the pain of awkward standing around and not doing anything. I will always approach someone who looks uncomfortable or nervous in a situation and try to bring them into the fold. I never force it though. I just give that person an opening because I do know some people like to be left alone as well. People like you helped me through high school. Don't recognize one person in the class. Time to not utter a word for the whole year. Group projects especially killed me. You're doing God's work, son. I work at Starbucks. I give out lots of free coffee, about 3 cups a day. Card declined, dang. I know that pain. I got you covered this time. The thing is, my manager is totally cool with it too, as long as I don't do it too much. It makes the customer really happy and it's great for business. Every time I go drinking, clubs, pubs etc, if I bump into another woman in the ladies' room, I tell her she looks fantastic. And I always compliment something specific, like her blouse, or the color of her hair or lipstick, whatever. I started doing that cause I just generally love everything and everyone when I am drunk. But then I started doing it consciously. All women love random compliments. I hope I run into you someday. I usually just let people talk to me about anything they want. Ask them questions about their hobbies, interests, and life. It usually makes them feel important and like someone is generally concerned and interested with their life. Nodding and saying MHMM is my speciality. Via flowers and gardening. I know a lot of older folks who cannot garden anymore, and I spend time weeding their flower gardens for them. They appreciate that very much. I give my partner surprise blowjobs when he's stressed. I don't know how to cook steak and bacon smells bad, so I just get him off. He seems fine with this arrangement. I like how happy and relaxed it makes him. Surprise. Honey, I'm trying to poop. I really like doing little things for my boyfriend. I found his math notebook on the table so I wrote a list of things I love about him in it and put it back on the table just as I found it. I wanted him to find the list during one of his least favorite classes. Sending him cards in the mail even though we live together. Everyone likes getting mail. Ordering stuff for him online and putting his name in as something silly like Spider J. Professional adventurer. Having snacks and a drink ready for him when he gets home from a really long day. Last week he had school from 9 AM to 5 PM and work from 6 PM to 3 AM. I made hand-dipped chocolate strawberries and left them in the fridge for him with a hard lemonade. By hand-dipped, I mean I microwaved chocolate chips and slathered them on strawberries. Let's not lie here. I run a private Tumblr where I post stuff for him in it. If I get up first, he gets breakfast in bed. If he wakes up while I'm cooking it, I make him go back to bed and wait. Good morning BJs. I always leave the light on when he comes home after dark. I upvote all his Reddit posts. I'm sure this will get buried, but it's really important to do little things that let your so know you're thinking of them and they deserve all the love you give them. Make them feel like you're king queen. I feel sorry for anyone that went to check my comment history after you dropped my name. It's not my favorite way, but it's pretty relevant to the site we're on. If someone on Reddit makes a post that's particularly funny or interesting, shoot them a PM thanking them for making you laugh incredibly hard or think of things in a new way. Everyone likes being appreciated. Not a reply, a PM. This is important. Just saying upvoted LOL makes you look like a prick. Upvoted LOL. Tickling my girlfriend always makes her happy. Not just the forced laughter. She just goes full cuteness mode after I start. My girlfriend isn't ticklish. I'm actually the ticklish one. So much so that I can't even handle her reaching for my sides. I instantly buckle and my arms just shoot out in random directions. I'm honestly afraid that I'm going to accidentally punch her in the face one day. I've thrown a handful of surprise parties. It's always a great pleasure to see the person's reaction and subsequent enjoyment. Compliment them. When people receive genuine compliments out of the blue, it can change their mood for the entire week. I like to compliment people. In my office warehouse job, it really can brighten up a stressful day, especially when someone is finishing going over an engine and is covered in grease and dirt. Once a guy just finished doing that and I looked at him and said, "You look absolutely beautiful today, Kearney." The whole warehouse, including him, cracked up. But regardless if it's serious or playful, everyone likes being told something nice about themselves. I have to. The easiest is to start cracking jokes. I love to hear other people laugh. It makes me happy. The second way, which I prefer but isn't always possible, is to play them a song with my guitar. Yes, I usually sing. Sometimes I improvise words, which is always entertaining. It's the reason I made a YouTube account. I am a birthday person. I will throw you the biggest and best birthday, or if you aren't into that, I'll buy you some beers, order a pizza, make a cake and just stay in watching movies. I know some people say they don't care about their birthday, but come on, they really do. No matter what, I will always make you feel special on your day because that day is all about you. I am not the best at remembering dates, but I try my hardest to remember birthdays because some people don't have anyone who truly cares about them. Being alone on your birthday without a single birthday wish sucks. So if it's your birthday today, happy birthday you, because you are special and amazing and you deserve a beer and some cake. D. I relate to this. I've thrown parties and given cake and candy and gifts to my friends in the past. It's so much fun. I don't even mind not receiving the same on mine. This is also my antidepressant. Random high 5s. Walking down the street, all the bars are on last night. Did about 10 of them. Only one guy rejected with a "go frick yourself" after faking me out. But his loss, and I know his friends were judging him. Whenever I see a woman who has an awesome pair of boots or a really well put together outfit or some rad hair, I tell her. So many female interactions are perceived to be negative, and I want fellow women to know that I'm not staring at them in a bad way, and that the effort they put into their appearance is noticed. If one of my friends is having a rough day and tells me about it, I'll buy them a chocolate or their favorite candy. Don't have to say much, just give it them casually. Understanding. There are so many times within our day-to-day lives where we sidestep or avoid confrontation. But to stop and understand someone else's hardship and allow them to know that you understand and do your best to help. That's it. Get to know them a bit. I ask people a lot of questions when I first meet them, then find the perfect true compliment, save it, then bring it out when it would matter the most. It's free and totally effective. 1. Simply give compliments to people when they deserve it, like, "Hey, you look lovely today," or "You're looking big, man. Have you been working out?" 2. Take an interest in someone's life and ask them how they're doing, or how an important event went in their life. A simple 2-minute, genuine conversation can make almost anyone's day. I'm a huge advocate of just saying hi to people, especially those who you can see aren't as outgoing. It can go such a long way, and it's such a small gesture. By being nice and joking around customer service reps over the phone, I seriously feel bad for them because I know that there are always those butt wipes that will yell at them even though they are just trying to help. I like to be totally cool with people who do tough jobs or work with difficult people. I like to be an oasis in their desert of shittiness. An example, AC motor burned out yesterday. I live on Phoenix, so it's freaking hot, and they couldn't find a replacement motor until this morning, so last night sucked butt. He shows up today and I think most people would be grumpy buttholes about the situation, but I have a "thanks for coming out, it is what it is" attitude about it. He's out installing an AC in the desert heat, so I'm hooking him up with water and just not being an butthole. Another example, at work, I go to lunch and realize I'm parked in an inconvenient spot for construction workers that showed up to work on the parking lot. There were no signs indicating it wasn't okay to park there, and they weren't there when I got there. I see what's going on and I'm like, crap, let me get us out of your way. They're all, hi, you're the man, thanks. So I bought them lunch while I was out and they were stoked. It's hotter than balls here and these guys are out in the heat dealing with crap that needs to be dealt with. Meanwhile most other people would be like, you are operating that excavator way too close to my car. Did that scratch come from you? I am taking pictures. I'll see you in court. I see so many people treat the wrong person like crap because they're in a mood about the situation. Calling a technician out to work on a machine where I work. Co-workers get SOP and treat the guy like crap when he has to order a part. He's not a magical freaking part conjuring wizard, so just chill out and stop beating down the wrong person. Sending a care package at random times. Because we all love to get mail, and it's even better when it's a parcel full of treats. Hopeless romantic here. Nothing makes me happier when the person I'm with is happy, so I go out of my way to do romantic things. They're not always the most expensive gestures, but here are some of them. Girlfriend in long distance relationship was a little insecure, so I made a little placard that says reserved for Amanda and I took pictures with it everywhere and sent it to her. When I was in Europe I did the same. I was seeing this woman about 7 years younger than me and on her 21st Street day I took her to a park at night. It was a safe park, and while she was sitting in my car listening to her favorite songs I set up a table with dessert and candles. Everything was in her 3 favorite colors: red, blue, and ocean green. So the key lime pie was the green part. I had chocolate milk powder from Disneyland that turned blue and I served everything on red plates. Also 3 roses, I painted her favorite colors. Another woman I was seeing absolutely loved basil. So our first date I bought her a bouquet of roses with basil leaves in there. And on our 4th date I made a rose out of basil leaves. It took me a while but it worked. Another girlfriend absolutely loved brisket from this steakhouse in town. She didn't normally eat red meat, but if she did it was only this brisket. So she was having a tough week at work and so I surprised her with these flowers that were blue, favorite color. I think they started with an I can't remember, in the brisket. And I'm not going to admit how many times I've made breakfast in bed for a woman, but it's been plenty with soundtracks playing in the background and everything. I can't wait for my next girlfriend. Randomly pay a friend's utility bill. Alec. Water, whatever. I'll be at their place and if I see a bill posted to the fridge or on the coffee table I will call the pay by phone number and take care of it while they are in the bathroom or getting ready. Then write paid across it. On the weekends when my kids get up early I take them to Dunkin' Donuts. We'll get a few boxes of munchkins, donut holes, and leave them at their friends' front doorsteps. Never the same family. I take a picture of my kids dropping the treat off and text it to the parents so that they know they were visited by the donut fairy and to check the front door. The recipients always love it and almost always pass it on to some of their friends. This is one way that I have taught my kids that it's nice to do unexpected things for others, and they have taught their friends as well, and that makes me happy. I like to tell random strangers that their hair looks really great, or that color looks fantastic on them, or their perfume is amazing. As a woman with non-existent self-esteem I know how much a compliment like that can make someone's day. Bouncing. There's a lady who works in my office who likes to hear me sing. So, every morning when I walk in I try to have a nice song picked out to start singing after I say good morning. I'll normally keep it up for around 5 minutes or until someone else walks in. It's silly, sure, but I like making other folks smile with it. Start talking about them. Mention good things that happened in the past or that are coming up in the future. Everyone likes talking about themselves. Listen to them without interrupting, and having them try something they've never tried before. I had a friend who had never chopped onions. I had him chop onions. Making people breakfast, especially at my own house. I make amazing buttermilk pancakes, and bacon and eggs and French toast. People really appreciate it and it makes me feel great to feed them the food I'm best at cooking. I like to reverse pickpocket. I'll write something sweet or thoughtful on a post-it and accidentally bump into someone and drop it in their jacket, pocket, purse, etc, etc. I once saw a guy check his jacket for his wallet. When he read my note he smiled and waved. It was a very happy moment. I have been traveling Europe for 5 months painting large portraits of my friends on buildings. I surprise them with a photo when I'm done. It makes them, and me, very happy. If you are new to the channel, you can subscribe. I publish new videos every day. Until then, check another video. Bye for now.